This is Test Case Scenario with me, your host, Jason Baum. This podcast is the definitive hub for knowledge and stories in the software testing and development communities. If you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button and let's dive straight into the episode.
Have you guys heard of Devin too? It's his first AI software engineer. The demo is mind-blowing. It shows the AI making like a task list for itself. It shows it researching API docs, and then it shows it writing code. The thing that's scary to me is like, how easy is it going to be for people to hack into any system or, create systems that commit crimes, that can do all sorts of things?
I wouldn't say I got hit with the Y2K bug, but I did get a little bit of a little interesting thing happened around 2 a.m. I basically decided if the world's going to end, who do I most want to be in the room with so that we're all trapped together? And so we all played poker until 2 or 3 a.m. And I checked online my finances using an online tool, which I actually was doing in 2000. And it said I had over a $7 million net worth. My net worth had grown 100x overnight, and it's absolutely because of the Y2K bug. There's some sort of compounding interest projection algorithm that they had used that said that I was worth over 7 million, but they fixed it by 6 a.m. I didn't sleep when I saw that. I was like, I'm going to go to the bank tomorrow and I'm going to withdraw some money because they're going to think I got that before they fix it, but they fixed it right away. So I got hit with that Y2K bug.
The game industry is famous for a lot of different things, one of which was the 100-hour work week. When I built my own game, I did it to myself. I was working from like 8 a.m. till like 3 a.m. You're expected to work these sort of hours. And there was that expectation. And a lot of people want to work in gaming. There's a lot of passion there. So they're willing to look for lower wages. The gaming industry knows that. So they'll put barriers to entry where you have to come in on QA. How do you regulate that? It has to be introspective. There's conversations like this that have to pop up. And I think people need to be aware of that. And then it needs to come to sort of a reckoning. It's got layers of toxicity from the way the cake bakes all the way to the frosting.
What is kind of the biggest coding blunder or something that you have encountered in your career as a software engineer?
The common ones, right, are the bugs that took you like all day or like days. You're just pouring over. It's like, okay, I'll look over it one more time, but I know this is doing exactly it. And you're walking through it and then you go, no way. And you like change one thing. You like flip an operator or you flip a something. And it's just like, that was it. That was all. It was just one little line. Thanks. And then 2 days of stress, and bringing systems down is always fun.
Is it actually a test if you're not doing anything with the results?
Yeah, I think it's still a test. It's just not a useful test. So I am going to make the distinction that you're executing tests, but you're not getting the value, so it's not a good test. And this is what I see with a lot of people is they'll run these huge test suites and have huge failure rates, but they're only looking at a small subset of them, or they're not even paying attention to all the failures between test runs. I'm like, if you can't evaluate all of the failures before you make the next test run, like, why do you have that test suite? Like on a submarine, you can't live with red indicators. If there is a warning light, you don't like, oh, we know that one's broken, so we're not going to pay attention to it. Like, no, like you shut things down. You're like, you get a maintenance team out there. If you can't fix it, you've got like big warning things, right? Like it's a serious thing because real problems can happen if you learn to live with broken indicators.
It's almost like a seesaw. When I started manual testing, people don't even like the term manual testing, but testing skills in general are highly sought after. I see it swinging back to testers because I really, really think, maybe crazy, I think in a few years with AI, visual validation, visual components of AI, it's going to become easier to create more reliable automation. And so you're going to have to be a tester again. And so testing skills are going to be up in front. And I really think it's going to be a thing. I may be over optimistic. I may be wrong, but I really think the way things are going, that AI, especially when it gets to visual, be able to recognize images and drive an application when using images. You can run it against any platform, anywhere, anytime, and be able to recover and self-heal. All that is going to be a thing.
Thank you for joining us on Test Case Scenario. Share your thoughts in the comments. We'll make sure to respond to each and every single one. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell to keep in touch. If you missed our last episode, it's popping up on your screen right now. Go, click it. Until next time on Test Case Scenario.